Hey, welcome to Mike and the Triple G. Thanks for taking a few moments out of your day to come join me, learn, and grow about this nomadic lifestyle that we live in. Now, if you hear a little wind out in the background here, apparently, a cold front is rolling in and we're going to get about a foot of snow. Surprise! Gotta love Wyoming, right? So anyways, if you want to see more about my own journey in nomadic life, go ahead, hit me up on Instagram. The link is in the description. Other than that, like, share, and subscribe. Listen to the video all the way through. That is the single best way that you can help us YouTube content providers, okay? So let's jump right in. We're going back to the Tiny Home Festival, okay? I met a guy named Rob, and his van build is sweet. I mean, it's gorgeous type of sweet. The woodwork that he did, the attention to detail. But what I liked best about it was he actually built it around his passion, right? And so that whole process of what he was doing before the van turned into a whole nomadic lifestyle that he enjoys today. Does it get any better than that? So we're gonna jump right in. Let's go check out Robbie's van build and his story. Hey Robbie, what's going on?
Hey, how's it going?
Good, good. Welcome to the Tiny Festival, man.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, so I noticed your van, man. This thing is cool.
Thank you.
So you live in it full time, yeah? All right.
Yeah, I've been living for just over a year.
Yeah.
And built it up. Took about a year to build, and yeah, I've been loving it ever since.
Wow. Show me a little bit about this. I mean,
Yeah,
it looks
come on.
incredible from out here.
Thank you. So yeah, if you come on in. So I've got a full partition in the front, and then it came with like a metal partition and made a little hatch to it. So it cut a hole in what was existing, and also came with this third seat, which I also chopped in half.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, so that was a fun process, but it worked out well. Still able to use that for extra people coming in. And then when you come to the kitchen area, you've got, I went with a super simple water system. So just like 2.5 gallon jug, and then slides back, and then you got a sink under here and come out that locks in. And so yeah, just simplest system that I was able to find before building. So you just turn it on, and then it goes down to a gray water tank, and that's all you need for that. And so sink there, and you got a top loading fridge in here, and then all the different drawers are on AccuRide push activated drawer slides. So everything I need for all that. And then for these drawers at the top, I did a little laser work. So have a cherry and walnut, and kind of created this cool silhouette of mountain ranges, and then have these little like magnets to hold these open. So yeah.
Very cool.
And then yeah, more. So that's all the kitchen area, and then got a shelving with all the different clothes in here.
Yeah.
And then you get to the bed area, and I went with a kind of hybrid, fixed bed, hybrid like modular thing. So from here down, a bunch of storage, and then when it's in bed mode, like that, and then underneath here are two linear actuators, and what you can kind of see the two pillars, and those kind of just slowly lift up and lower the bed or the table, and then these just shift over. And becomes a little table. So I can sit up to like 6 people in here, all for a meal or a game night. So, fun if I meet other van lifers. Feel like it's rare to have like that big of a entertaining area. So yeah, that was a big motivation for me, just be able to have that, because I enjoy board games, and so it was super fun doing all that. And then
That's cool.
Thank you. And yes, that's kind of the basics. I've got a 400 watts of solar panels up top, a 200 amp hour battery, and then that's able to run enough of the systems. I'm not a huge cooker, so I have an electric stovetop for when like the sun's out, and then a slow cooker for anytime I need a hot meal when sun's down.
Yeah.
And then it's worked out super well for me.
Cool.
Yeah.
So what are kind of some of your passions? What do you like to do while you're out on the road?
Yeah, so I kind of mentioned board games. One of the reasons I built the van was so I could like travel around. I have a small company where I make like Dungeons and Dragons boxes. I kind of have these things. So the idea is like if you're a Dungeons and Dragons player, you take this out to a friend's place, and it would have spots for your dice, miniature, and then like a spot to roll dice. So I kind of started this as a small business, and then it's slowly grown over time. And then I kind of like the main reason the reason I could justify like this lavish size for a van was so I could like travel around and take that to like conventions and stuff like that. And then like, so you'll notice that most vans, they're not this open. They have like basically build out so that there's just like enough spot for people to squeeze all the way around. And then first of all, I wanted to have some space to keep it open, but also like when I do have conventions, I like pile up all my different boxes full of products and stuff like that. So it's a kind of like it was nice having the vision going in of like what this place is for, but also it works for like non-time or times when I'm not doing that as well. So
cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So you've been living in here, living on the road, and doing your hobbies, things that you're passionate about.
Yeah.
What kind of what was the leap of faith that kind of made you get into it? Just go this route in life.
I mean, it was kind of just a matter of a bunch of things had aligned. I was needing to move out of my apartment in like 6 months. I'd just been like had a year where I was watching videos, and then it was kind of just like a downtime during the pandemic where I had I just had the free time to do it. I'm like, all right, well, if I know I want to do van life at some point, this is the right time. And then kind of just took the plunge. So yeah, super blessed because I didn't really like do any. I'd done like camping before, but I hadn't like rented one of these to test it out or anything like that. And so super thankful that it ended up just kind of working with my personality. I used to have like a small like Japanese hatchback back when I for this. And I used to tell people like, wouldn't that be great if I could just like live out of this hatchback? I'm like, no, they're actually just like, no, most people don't want to do that. It's like, oh, I guess there's something unique about me.
Right.
But yeah, so I kind of like, it kind of just made sense for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, and just like, yeah, I'm not, all the different like struggles of like not having a toilet where I am, or like needing to take everything, has just really not been an issue for me. So I've been loving it.
Yeah. So kind of to piggyback on that, what are some of the good times and bad times? I like to say, you know, what's been the worst of times and the best of times in your van?
Sure. So I guess the best times has just been like camping trips, because it's so nice to just like have a bunch of friends going out for a campsite, and then have this along. So just like extra, if they know I'm coming, they're like, oh good, we don't need to bring like all of our pots and pans, don't need to bring like extra water system, because we know he can store it. So it's super nice to be able to have that, as well as like if it rains, have like an easy spot where people can retreat to and get away. So that's been like a huge benefit to it. As far as like downsides, I would say, I mean, like the fact that probably I need to like get a second mode of communication or of travel. I know that some people like enjoy like being able to like have like e-bikes or some sort of one wheel so they can travel with, but it's rough when you like, oh, okay, I need only travel like a couple miles. Do I really need to like bring the van and like have trouble parking in cities and stuff like that? Oh yeah, not being able to park in a parking garage has been a big struggle. So just like small stuff like that you don't really expect how much it is, but like but in the grand scheme of things, those are small complaints. So
Right,
yeah,
right.
I've been loving it.
So for all the people watching the channel that are thinking about taking that leap of faith,
Yeah.
you know, to maybe like stepping out of their comfort zone and taking that leap of faith into this lifestyle, what would your best advice be to them?
I mean, probably I would say, I know that there, if you, I mean, it depends if you're going to do full-time or if you're just doing camping. But I know that there are like some spots where you can like rent converted vans just for like a weekend sort of thing. And I think that's can be like hugely impactful for people that are on the edge, because you'll have a good idea. It's like, okay, how important, I'm both to know whether you want to do van life, as well as to get an experience of like, okay, if not, I enjoyed that weekend, it was great, I'm hooked on, I want to do van life now. And then you'll also know, like, okay, we had like a shower in the van. It was nice, but it wasn't like that important. Maybe I don't like either need a shower in the van, or it needs to be like one of the convertible ones, or like certain things that going into it seemed important weren't actually that important. So yeah, and then you'll kind of know, like, because yeah, once you build out a van, you're kind of like, it's a lot easier to figure all that stuff before you start,
right,
and going into it. So yeah, that would be my advice for those people.
Oh, cool. Last question then. Where can they follow you? Do you have an Instagram or YouTube or somewhere where they can check your stuff out?
So I'm Reckless Robbie on Instagram and YouTube, and if from like my D&D stuff, if you're interested in that, I'm dragonatheart.com for that stuff. So yeah. Thanks for checking out the video.
Well, thank you so much for the interview. I really appreciate it. You have an awesome van. I really like. I love the wood at the top too.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of wood, so it's this is really nice.
Nice, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Wow, so what did you think about that van build? Pretty sweet, huh? I mean, I love the drawers. You push them and they unlock and open. That was sweet. And actually, he didn't say anything about it, but the ceiling had the live edge boards going across it and like a fabric behind it. It looked really, really good. And I love the bed, of course. That was pretty sweet. And did you notice the boxes? So he made a whole business out of that. And I think that really brings home the whole free spirit that Nomad life offers, where you can really do anything you want, not only with your vehicle, but with your life. You can take that idea, you can feed it fertilizer, feed it water, feed it sun, and poof, you can grow your own business. You can live the lifestyle that you really want. And I think he's doing a fantastic job. I can't wait to see him out on the road later and just see how things are going. But looks like he's doing pretty darn good right now. So anyways, go check his stuff out, and I will catch you next time.